So yeah, you know, I mean, I'm checking out a new road in Savoy, Massachusetts, unexplored.
Do we dare mention the name of the road?
We'll
keep it a secret
We'll keep
for
the
now.
name a secret for now.
It's in Savoy, though.
It's in Savoy. This could be a nice road for some guys that want to do something light with their wives or their kids and just do a little exploration. But it is very pretty. This is the new trail that cuts across just above Glass Drive Shaft. One of my favorite climbs actually is to come right down here, climb these ledges right here to the right, and then enter the 2B trail. So obviously, Glass Drive Shaft's right down there. And this is also another great climb where you can go either way. You can come up Glass Drive Shaft and get on these rock ledges, and it's extremely scary because you're off camber and you're about, you got about 4.5 feet of elevation. You got to hug that tree right there that's missing some bark, and then it gets really off camber. Then you get back down on the main route. It's a gorgeous climb again, because the problem is it's going to want to take you to the driver's side. You can see that. Wow, this is beautiful, and it was nice to see it in person. I've been by it so many times, and I didn't realize that we had Jeeps attempting to climb this ledge. All right, one of our nice little rock ledge climbs here. You can see where we are here on the far side of the property. Beautiful. Okay, this is the sound barrier. The people of the town complain. They complain that the exhaust fans were too noisy. All diesel, right?
Yeah.
And look at, this was all natural wood. They kind of did a half-assed job. I think they could have done a little better. But this is all, whoa, holy shit, man. We got like 100-mile-an-hour winds. I'm standing right opposite of the exhaust fans, and all I smell is diesel. Unbelievable. Woo! Here we go, boys. The central shaft, brand new fans. You can see the old, I don't know, it was like some kind of air dampers. These are the old ones right there, and there's the other one on that side. But absolutely remarkable. And I guess you could say they're kind of noisy, but to think that they are evacuating 1,300 feet down, they're removing all those.
He did.
So after a year, it took them a year to get back down there to where they were to drink, and they found some rafts were made. Not all of them were killed. They tried to make rafts. Water was the big problem.
Right. flooding the tunnel.
Flooding the tunnel.
It is 100-something feet long.
Up at the summit right here on the Mohawk Trail, heading towards Whitcomb Hill Road. This is old school bridge. I'm gonna say maybe 50 feet in the air. So it's a little noisy. Right over the Deerfield River, straight ahead of us. Straight ahead of us.
Just kidding.
Up on this mountain is Bear Swamp. So in the Deerfield River is extremely high right now. So what happens here is they pump up water into this reservoir up to Bear Swamp, and when they need power, they drain the reservoir, which really elevates the level of the Deerfield River, and then they take the motors and turn them into generators, and they generate 13A. It's really pretty. If you were to follow it up, it skirts Bear Swamp, which, as I said, is the area. Basically, there are some motors, some big pumps, and they pump the water from the Deerfield River up to Bear Swamp. And then when they need to generate electricity, they drain Bear Swamp, and then the pumps become generators, and they generate electricity. Okay, so Mike is investigating this culvert. Well, be careful in there. Holy shit, you can go right in there, huh?
I'm doing
All right, just be careful. A stone culvert. You can see the way the stones are dry stacked. Mike is crossing through the culvert to the other side. Once again, he's very brave. I'm gonna go to the other side and we'll see if we can get him coming out. Tunnel Road, baby. There he is. You gonna make it?
Oh my God, man!
Good job. Wow, nice job. Holy shit, went right through the culvert.
That was cool.
Man, that's impressive. So the Jeep is back there. We're gonna go get it, and we're gonna bring it a little farther forward to a nice turnaround point before the first big rock ledge. Mike and I are continuing. Look at this scenery, guys. It's absolutely beautiful in here. And what we're doing is we're coming up to the main climb. You climb the next 100 yards and it's all gravy after that. So this is the first big climb, and you guys that have done tunnel will recognize this. And it looks like we got some pretty fresh tracks.
See the tire tracks?
Here we go. So this is the first obstacle. It's beautiful. Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh? Woo!
Oh, the growler's coming here.
Yeah. Look at that. Guys, look at that rock ledge way up there. I want you to go just like 50 feet more up, okay?
That's fantastic.
Just to see it, because after that, it's pretty much a gentleman's course again. So you've got this great climb right here.
Would you say this is a bypass to the road on the right?
I don't think so.
Or is the road on the right a bypass to this?
I think the road on the right is just a hiking trail. Where it actually goes, I don't know. So you've got another, here's the next section that's challenging.
Oh yeah.
So this is easy peasy until you get right here. And there's videos on YouTube of this particular section. And I've been over it myself a few times. Many of the guys in the club have.
Now Recon 1's been up here?
Oh yes, 3 times I think. 3 times. So here we go. You launch up this. Now the trick on this ledge, Mike, is to stay far passenger. If you stay too far driver, your wheels end up in this hole right here.
Well, you know that's where I'm going.
And you're dead in the water. I've been stuck in there. So the trick is to be more to this side. And then you got one more, as you look up there, you got one more narrow opening. But is this gorgeous or what?
and then it dumps into the Connecticut River. And it's a hydroelectric plant. That's all it is, really.
Couldn't ask for a better day today. I mean, we have seen some beautiful, beautiful scenery in the different areas that we tend to wheel. And there's our Jeep today, which has really served us well and has done an outstanding job.
1,000 feet to the riverbed below.
Mm-hmm.
Twice as wide as this, but it was wood planks, but there was a gap about 2 or 3 inches between every plank. You can look straight down.
That's a pretty
to the
big
river.
gap.
Now,
Okay, you know where we are. Many people have asked me, they missed this first attempt, this first tunnel that the people of so long ago tried to dig, and it was right here, and I'm surprised so many people miss it. There's quite a path, and there's an old tank in there, and people have gone in there. It's kind of creepy. I'm not a big fan, but you could crawl in there if you want. Looks like Mike is not. You crazy bastard. So Mike is definitely checking it out. So you'll notice the roof looks very insecure. I wouldn't recommend staying in there too long. But kind of a freaky place, huh?
it's COVID safe.
It's COVID safe. There's masks on the ground. Come on out, my brother.
I don't know if I can get out.
So let me give you a hand. So now we're walking away from the first attempt, and then over here we have the famous culvert, and this.
I don't remember this here before.
What's that? Yeah, there's a pipe that goes out of there, I think, and it just drains into the culvert. Is that what you see?
Yeah, it's a more modern concrete manhole.
Yeah, that water's just draining in there.
But it's probably just those 2 pipes.
Yeah, and then I think it just comes across underneath the railroad tracks. And there's the culvert right there. So if you look right there, that's the area that a lot of people walk through. There's good 8 inches of water in it. You know, I mean, obviously we've had some rain, ice is melting, and it's definitely moving.
Too much flow for that.
Yeah, there's a lot of flow, but you can see it right there traveling down. And this underground culvert goes for quite a while, way past Lisa's Jeep underground.
And then we went up on top, and I'll tell you, it gives you a whole new perspective.
I'm actually quite happy to be back at the Hoosac Tunnel. A lot of water on the side, but this is just such a great piece of history, and there's just something about this place that makes people just continuously come back, and you know, it's just one of those fascinating places. Yeah. 1877. It's amazing how much water is just seeping. We're walking on a lot of ice right now, and water is just seeping right through the tunnel. Yeah, we're basically walking on ice. So much water is coming through the roof of this tunnel onto the tracks, and we're walking on ice. It's extremely slippery, and yet it's also really beautiful. It's amazing. It's an amazing place.
You gotta come in past the brickwork and just see the natural.
Yeah, so now we're into just the actual. Of course, without lights, my whole screen is black, so you can't see this, but I'll pan back to the, I don't know, maybe we're 50, 60 feet in the tunnel. And like Mike said, once you get past the brick and you get to the actual stone that's all been carved, you realize just how big this tunnel is. I'm gonna say it's a good 25 feet across, and maybe even 25 feet high. It's interesting, there are some serious water coming through the roof of this thing. I mean, it's really raining in here.
I crawled underneath that opening through that hole. Yes, sir. You're right over it. You're on the one side of it. Right. Crazy guy.
Woo! It's nice to be up here. And surprisingly, when you sit up here, it's a lot higher than you think.
Yes, it is.
Hi, girls. 1877, baby.
That's your dad's birthday, by the way.
2022. Woo!
Walking on the rail. Hold on, I'm gonna walk back here 50 feet or so. Turn around.
Real nice to be up here.
He says real nice to be up there. You probably can't hear him from there, but he's sitting on top of the Hoosac Tunnel on the east portal, the one that's the most well-known, easiest to get to.
Carefully head down.
Copy that. Be careful. Cold. It was probably very similar to this, maybe a little warmer, but...
So looking straight ahead would be going towards the Cascade Waterfalls, which we're not going to go to. And then right over here is the Hoosac Tunnel, which I was just up there. And now we're going to follow these tracks, and there's a beautiful old school railroad bridge that goes over the Deerfield River. We're going to go check that out.
The original double
train
track tunnel?
So we have...
That looks like new concrete.
Yeah, so we have this beautiful bridge. So once the trains exit the east portal of the Hoosac Tunnel that we just left from straight ahead, then they cross this train track bridge way above the Deerfield River. And interestingly enough, way over here on this side, down in the bottom, other people have found some remnants of a building that was like a compressor building where they used the water, they channeled that water to drive compressors and then bring compressed air into the drilling of the tunnel. So we're actually on the railroad tunnel. There's Mike right there on the railroad bridge, and we're gonna cross this bridge. Almost looks that way, huh?
I mean, as a service or access road, they screwed these all down.
Just really gorgeous out here.
Watch the holes.
Yeah, there's some holes. Got to be careful. The river's really moving down there. But I just want to pan just how beautiful this area is right here. Look at that. And I think straight ahead, way down there in the woods, is the foundation of the compressor building.
Is that where, like,
yeah, right over there. Yeah, right over there. We'd have to go explore down there.
Yeah.
And then way down that way is Bear Swamp, which is the reservoir that they take this water and they pump it up into for the hydroelectric facility. It's really a fascinating setup that we have here.
What if that trickled out?
Once again, standing on the railroad bridge, pretty high up in the air over the Deerfield River, looking down there at the remnants of a foundation. We believe this was the compressor building. We don't have the time today to go down and poke around all of that, but it really is quite a structure, and it's something to see. And we think the compressors were in there, and they harnessed the water to turn their compressors and then generate some air pressure, and then they ran hoses into the tunnel for their pneumatic drills. So this is just quite a bridge to be out on, and just such a great day. So Mike realized that there was a light bulb out at the top, and he thought he would climb up there. Oh, of course, it's padlocked. If you want to change the light bulb on the lighting, you gotta have a combination or a key to open the lock.
30 feet in the air.
30 feet in the air right there to change the light bulbs. Pretty cool. And there's a good view right there looking back over the bridge that we just crossed towards the east portal of the Hoosac Tunnel. The sun's going down, the temperature's dropping, but it is just so gorgeous out here.
Oh, that metal's cold.
Yeah, huh?
And there's nobody coming the other way.
All right, our walk back across the old...
Hey, look at down here.
Mike's made a discovery. What are you seeing?
I don't know if you can see it. The old ironworks, the old...
Way down in there. I'm going to magnify that a little bit. Yeah, you can see some old steel there. Boy, that
ran forward, rebuilt the concrete.
That freaking river is moving today. gorgeous. I don't know why we keep finding ourselves like a couple of hobos on railroad tracks, but it just
It's gotta be a thing.
it just keeps happening. It just keeps happening.
Beer bottles.
No beer bottles. Once again, to my right, that beautiful foundation down there. One time we'll come poking around that. Not today, but it is gorgeous.
That deserves some more.
Yeah, that deserves some exploration. You know, a lot of people fish in this Deerfield River. It's a very famous spot. I mean, it is beautiful, and we're so happy that we got to go up Tunnel Road, and we did some exploration up Tunnel Road. But this whole area is just really nostalgic and quite beautiful.
There's your trail right there.
You saw the entrance to the trail?
It goes right into the river. I don't know what it's for.
Oh yeah, there
I
is.
saw it before because there's a piece of silk fence across.
Yeah,
it.
so we saw a trail down there. I'll zoom into that. And when we crossed this bridge and we looked over to the side, we saw like a nice trail of some sort. Maybe it's in.
That's I don't know if that's water or electric or gas line marker
Maybe,
on the ground.
yeah, that's gas, I think.
There
Maybe
might be something that crosses the river.
maybe it's a way in which, you know, if people want to access the river for fishing. Okay, we passed the it's like a pumping station. We left Hoosac Tunnel, and this is just such a stunning area. So way off in the distance, you see a huge tower with a building to the left of it. But obviously somewhere around here, 13.8 gets generated from those pumps that become generators. So we thought, let's stop and pull over and just take a look at some gorgeous scenery. This is the type of stuff you'd kill to drive your Jeeps through.
Not down there, you wouldn't.
Maybe not here, but on the other side. And you can see it's all fenced in down there. See the fence? So this is all like the Bear Swamp.
Looks like that road ends down there, whatever those buildings are.
I don't know. Look at.
Oh, look, the dam up there. See the
Oh,
dam?
there it is. Yeah, that's got to be Bear Swamp way up there.
There's got to be the pipe must go into the ground through there.
Just panning around. This is just
In
so
fact,
stunning.
the ridge line is very flat up there. You can
Yeah.
see it's got to be man-made. Even all the way over there.
Yeah. There's also an extremely loud noise in the background. I don't know. Do you hear that?
Yep.
I don't know if it has something to do with these pumps or what's
Pumps
going
running.
on. If the pumps are running, but it's really, really loud right now. And look at these cables right here, just going all the way across this river. But we're up in the air.
That's a zip line. County, we're crossing the thing into Monroe County.
So we've got this massive high voltage substation right here, and we're pretty sure that after they drain Bear Swamp and turn the pumps into generators, this must be where the 13.8 hits and then takes off on the power lines. But what a fascinating area to visit. It's really something to see.
If only no mountains.
Yeah, so we're at like the Bear Swamp Visitor Center, and I think when I researched this place, there was some kind of museum that you could go to. This is really nice. We're gonna get out and take a peek at this Bear Swamp Visitor Center. Oh, we're gonna get some information right here.
Look at that. To the right. Way to the right. Fantastic.
So, yeah, so apparently the
There's a thing right here. There's a thing into the thing.
I don't know, it's like some kind of walkway, and it said stay to the right if you're going to the visitor center.
It probably closed in
Look
1967.
at that huge candy cane up on the mountain up there. What's that all about, Mike? See it up there?
Yeah,
That's kind of strange.
weird. It's got to be underground. This definitely does not look like it's been opened recently.
This is really weird.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is going on? Oh, it's close. Oh my God. So there's a set of doors. So I knew there was a visitor center. So this is the entrance to the visitor. Closed. Be aware.
COVID-19.
Closed.
But look, the door's open.
Wow. So this is the other side. Apparently this visitor center for this whole facility is underground. Kind of surprised about this. It says, welcome to Bear Swamp. And when you look inside, it's all underground, and there's some chairs and offices.
Lysol, so they're sanitary.
Yeah, really, really pretty cool.
Yeah.
I gotta give him credit, but it's all underground. The visitor center is all underground. I never would have expected that. And then we can hear in a distance, we hear some type of motors running way out in the distance. It's very loud.
Yeah, it's loud from here. That's got to be, what, a mile away?
Yeah, and I'm gonna guess that, you know, perhaps that's the motors taking the water. It's dammed, and they take that water and they're pumping it way up. If you look way up on that ridge line, we can see there's like a dam up there, and they're pumping that water up in the Bear Swamp Reservoir. Kind of a fascinating place to visit, all within minutes of the Hoosac Tunnel. Okay, so someone left the gate open, and when we left the visitor center, we were pretty much blown away by this little, it's called like a canal, some kind of canal here. And you can see the water going down through right there, okay? It's beautiful. They're channeling the water. It's gorgeous. Just another one of those unique...
Hey, Raymond! I found your next ridge right here, buddy. This here's a Wilburn 82 ton.
Well, we got a three-phase induction motor pulling some cables. This must lift some kind of gate.
Look it.
This lifts some kind of gate. This motor system right.
Step on that.
Yeah, this motor system right here must control the gate. That's what it is. Really crazy. And so, whoa. So on this side, Mike.
Hey, this has been recently maintained.
Mike,
this is
there's
an operation.
there's a freaking building down there.
Yes,
Look at that.
I couldn't
This-
tell you a
I-
thing
I
about what
have-
that is.
No idea, except the water leaves through a narrow channel
Some kind
and
of a turbine?
and somehow enters into the Deerfield River there. And then as we check this out, there's some kind of structure down there. Again, I mean, just look at that road way out in the distance next to the power lines. This is just such a stunningly beautiful area.
The thing is, I don't see any power electrical lines coming up here, but this obviously does something. I don't know what it would be.
I want to get on that mountain ridge up there.
Yeah. I mean, look at the access road.
Some kind of little, they're calling this a canal. Got some crazy big, I don't know what these things are. Some type of transmission devices of some sort. This is quite an interesting find. Normally the gate's probably closed, but it was open, so we said, let's just wander down here. There's like a little trolley system right here. See the railing?
Oh, you know what that is?
What's that?
That's a scraper.
What does it do?
That track, look at from this side. It's got tines, and it moves up and down, and they drop it into the water and pull the crap out of the grates
Oh, this
to protect the inlet to
this-
whatever valve that is.
so this
full of
so
logs
this
and
removes
sticks.
any type of debris.
Yep.
Any type of debris. Wow.
Yeah, you can see the tines right here.
It's pretty far down
Exactly
there.
what it does.
Yeah. Whoa, yep, you're right.
It's on.
And it has power. And it has power. So really a fascinating trip to come out here and see some of this. Basically all in our backyard. All right, Recon Jeeper out.
We have dinner at the hotel, and all the hotels out there have a buffet.
We're pretty sure we're in a maintenance facility where this is some type of impeller of some sort. There's Mike. This is just sitting on the side, and there's a couple of them over to the left of me. But I mean, this thing is all of, wow, 20-foot diameter. Yeah, this has got to be one of them, Mike. This is it. This is one of these things that takes the water and pumps it up. Look at the detail. Stunning piece of hardware.
Look at the size of it compared
Yeah.
to the Jeep.
Yeah, stunning piece of hardware. Okay, I climbed up on the top. Look at these freaking studs right here. These things are like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 inches in diameter. They're threaded. There are 3, 6, 9, 12, I don't know, like 15 of these things. This is really remarkable. Maybe 20 foot wide in diameter.
This is what turns the drive shaft that goes up.
Okay, we're not really sure what we're looking at here. We gotta We got these huge steel structures. There's some grease on the top. They're in pieces. Not sure if they were bolted together somehow. They look to be about 3-inch thick steel with a bunch of holes in them. Most certainly something to do with this pumping station.
Well, you can see this has got to be where something
Wow,
turned. I mean,
yeah,
there's
you
all
got me,
long
man, yeah.
bushings in there.
Yeah.
These are for bolts.
What a find. Look at this. Not really sure. Massive, huge pieces of steel that one would think would have taken a crane. I mean, maybe they probably used the crane and put them on a flatbed and then transport it here and then use the crane to take them off the flatbed, but they're huge.
I mean, that's solid steel.
Yeah,
8
solid,
inches thick.
solid steel.
And then this.
Really, really remarkable. But the thing that really caught our eye was this huge impeller, which is, I don't know, maybe has a 20, 25 foot width on it. I mean, there's the Jeep. You can see Lisa's Jeep right there next to the impeller, and the impeller just towers over it. It's remarkable. Yeah, this area out here is stunning, and there's some great exploration and hiking that could be done up some incredibly steep mountains. Okay, looking to my back right here towards this road, this is South County Road, and this would be the entrance to the very famous Torrey Mountain Road. Now, a lot of times we see Torrey Mountain Road down at the bottom, close to the Hoosac Tunnel. This would be the upper entrance. And there's probably only a few guys. There's absolutely no signs whatsoever up here that say it's private property. It's just marked as the road is closed, and perhaps Ren and some of the more senior guys in the club have actually been down Torrey Mountain Road. But it is a nice winding road, and if you started way up high on South County, it would be pretty much a winding downhill descent all the way to Whitcomb Hill Road. So we can see that the beginning is quite easy, and off to the right you've got beautiful views of the mountains where we just came from.